I'll do the intro. Howdy guys, it's great to see you again. Obviously we're not in the chicken coop. Chicken coop is getting all renovated, so this is another gym of mine. It's what I do my one-on-one training with self-defense on, and obviously you can tell I also do some personal training with weights in here. So we're still the self-defense chicken coop, not a chicken coop, not a chicken to be seen. Okay, so video 3, we're doing the chokehold. Okay, so does she remember how to get out of the original chokehold?
No, I'm not sure.
She's not sure. See, we're springing this on her. So we're doing the choke.
Doesn't feel right.
Hello. Okay, so that's not even close.
No.
So what we were doing when they choked us, we were turning our shoulder toward them, keeping our head facing them, and just doing the punch up either to the face or into the tummy, because when you turn your shoulder toward them, you've got more length. And obviously their hands are here, so you can still get up into their face through the gap here. Now we remember.
Not too late.
Except use the arm that's closest to me. There we go. 2, and that arm, if you're turned like that and you're facing me like this, that arm shouldn't be able to reach. So yeah, you're using the close one. And up. So I'm pretty vulnerable, I can't defend myself against those. So that was in the last series 1. If you want to go back and review that, that's great. But this one is our step up. Now there must be at least 5 good ways of getting out of this. Jiu-jitsu is you come up, you grab your own wrist, you go bang, bang, bang.
Gently.
Gently. Okay, so that's jiu-jitsu. I don't like it, but I'm just showing you, you find your own options that you like. You know what mine's going to be? My favorite is hand right over the top, like this. Then you're coming around. We're looking for the thumb. What are we looking for? The thumb. We found the thumb, we found the hand. We're going to bend it over and down, or we can bring it up and around and whatever. Okay, we've all done that part of it, but the important thing is here, it doesn't matter which way we go, because we're always going to find the thumb. But the important thing is that we've got to go right the way around. And see, I've broken that hand off. More than likely you will, unless there's someone like me with big hands and you've got a small neck like my petite wife. Then you come around, you grab the thumb, you get underneath, you bring it around. Once you've got the elbow, you can decide if you're going under or you're bringing them down. You're doing the kick in behind. Many ways of getting out of that. And then attack at 2, we're going to go into that in a second. Attack at 2, remember we're bringing attack at 2 into this. Okay, the third technique, which is the one I would probably prefer my wife did, is you come up through the center. You bring both hands up through the center together, and if they've really got big arms, then you're going to have to bring them up like this, not in fists. You're going to have to bring them up in this, but my wife's got quite a big gap in there, so I can bring up 2 fists. And then I'm just using the power of that strike to open her up, and then I'll come in with an ear smash like that. And if you've got your hands there, you can easily bring her knee down here. You can get her out of the way for attack at 2. Okay? So depending on which way you feel most comfortable, there's those. And also the easiest for everybody, one-on-one, no attack at 2, one-on-one is the technique I showed you, where you come up, but you keep going and going and going and then going. No attack. No attack. You just arm up in a great big wave, a great big arc. Break it and you're out of there. Okay, so options, options, options. So pick one you like. Over here. Yeah, so if you're doing that one, you've got to come right up from the hips, right up. You've got to bring that up fast. because it's your momentum that's going to break their arms, not strength, momentum. Up and good. That was actually enough. You did a good arm, but you finish off with nothing. So you've got to, once you've got the arms off my neck, then you've got to go for the head, or you've got to go for a punch, or whatever. Once you've broken the hold, go for something, because we're doing the attacks at the moment.
Okay.
So this time, try the grip like you were before. Doesn't matter which arm. Big arc over the top. That's it. Big arc over the top. Now, what you're supposed to be going for was the finger, the thumb, remember?
No, I don't remember.
Back here. So, we big arc over the top, then we're coming back to the thumb. We've got the thumb.
My bad.
That's okay. We've got the person,
That's it. Yeah.
and we want to break their arm, kick them, whatever, get them out of the way for attack 2. Okay, we're going to attack 2 now. Have a quick think. Attack 2 this time. No, I'm showing. You're not in the limelight. We're doing a Butterbean special. Don't know who Butterbean is? Do yourself a favour. Get on YouTube, look up Butterbean. He's a boxer. Great big guy, but he's a fantastic boxer because he has absolutely no boxing talent. So we're coming up, and this person here, he's ready for you like a boxer because he saw what you just did. He's ready for you like a boxer. So what you're doing is he's open here. His hands are here, but he's open on the side. So we're just coming in and smacking him in the side of the head. Eventually you're going to get him. But you're vulnerable because he can come in with a straight. So you've got to do them blind with your head down. So your head down. Not a great punch, I'm just teaching you the punch. Because there are times when the haymaker or Hail Mary or the upper,
Whatever you want to call it.
is a good punch.
Okay.
Especially when somebody's got their guard like this, because there is no way of getting in, you have to come around the sides. So today we're just doing the head down. Watch his body still, don't look at yours. Watch his body, but all he's got the punches there, unless he's good at uppercutting them. So
A lot to learn here.
A lot to learn, a lot to teach.
A lot to try and remember. Okay, so.
Nice
got
big
me
straight
excited.
arm. Nice big straight arm over the top. That's it. Now see, you've broken that one. You've broken that grip. That's good. Now you're twisting that one over your head, and around, grabbing the elbow with that hand, and then control it however you want. There you go. Very good. Out of the way. Let's do some haymakers. Head down, up higher, punch higher, punch higher. You're getting him in the side of the shoulders.
I can't see Mary, you cannot.
Okay, good. So, we're not going to dwell on about it. We've been through all the techniques, we've shown you all the techniques. My wife's shown you just how hard they really are. I know I make them look easy, but I've been doing this stuff forever. Since I was 1977, I believe, was my first martial arts. And I've been doing it ever since. So 1977, I think that was like 4 years ago.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, 4 or 5 years. So I've been doing this for like 4 or 5 years. So it's like 1981 now.
But I think, being in seriousness, I think the advantage is, because I've come through this series with you, and it's all been new to me every step of the way, and some of it I've practiced and a lot of the videos I've reviewed, and I still get lost on technique sometimes, especially when it's new like this. But what I am finding, I watched a movie, for example, this morning, and in it was a hostage and they were being attacked, and it was pretty ugly and horrible. But I was able to, as I went through, think, okay, if I was in that situation and I could think of manoeuvres that I had seen my husband do and teach us, and how I could use that to try and defend myself. Whether or not I would get out of the situation completely, I don't know, but it was at least food for thought, that I thought, well, I wouldn't have to just lay there and be attacked or hide in a corner and be attacked. I actually had some idea of manoeuvres that I could think of that would help get me out of it, that might at least put the attacker off foot if that actually did happen to me. So anyway, I'll leave it at that.
That's a fist pump. Good work.
And if you liked what you saw
Like,
today,
subscribe.
please like. And if you thought it was valuable, please share. And subscriptions are always wonderful to receive, and comments. Thanks guys for your time.
Thanks, cameraman.